Hi everyone, my name is Sankey and it's been over 2 years since I posted my last video to YouTube. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's continued watching my video, who's been in touch, for all the comments, much appreciated. Just been super busy and no real time to post anything. However, I have been working on a few things in the background, and today is partly an announcement and partly a lesson. So let's start with the announcement, and it is interrelated to the lesson that's going to follow. So I'm delighted to say on November the 3rd, 2018, I'll be taking part in Ronnie Shellist's Global Blues Harmonica Summit, which is an online event. And this year, this autumn, it'll be myself, Ronnie Shellist, obviously, and we'll also be joined by the wonderful Adam Gussow. And the theme of the online event is going to be improvisation over non-12 bar forms. And today I want to talk about, give a flavour of what I'm going to be covering in that session. And it's also related to what my next online course is going to be, which will come out later this year on my Vimeo channel. So the theme that I'm going to be talking about is basically the role of timing in improvisation. So when we think about how can I improvise, how can I find more possibilities, a lot of emphasis is obviously put on note choice, but timing is a critical factor. And today I just want to give a very quick example of how changing the timing of one note in a phrase can completely change its character and nature, and to give you something you can go away and try and play around with and utilize in your playing straight away. So just to cover that again, November the 3rd, 2018, Ronnie Shellist, Adam Gussow and myself, the Autumn Global Blues Summit. You can sign up at harmonica123.com, which is Ronnie Shellist's site. Many of you out there will be familiar at it, and I'm really looking forward to taking part. So, to give you an example of what I'm going to be covering in my session, let's take a 3-note phrase, okay, which is going to be draw 2, draw 3, and blow 4. Now I'm going to be playing this on an A harmonica, so if you want to take part, go and grab a diatonic harmonica, standard tune. This is a Hohner crossover. And we're going to be playing in cross position, so we'll be in the key of E. And as we move through, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be really focusing on the beat and the timing. So what we're going to be trying to do is to tap the time on our chest, maybe with our foot going at the same time. All right, now the phrase, okay, is we're going to start just simply by looping it. All right, and if we're tapping, we're going to be aiming for one of these notes, which I'll say in a minute, to hit on the beat, okay, which is going to be the draw 3. So the phrase sounds like this. So that's draw 2, draw 3, draw 4. Play it even slower. So if we do this in time, what we want is that the draw 2 happens on the upbeat, okay, as your hand goes away, and you're looking for the draw 3 to be hitting each time your hand touches your chest. Now, the reason why we're going to be tapping this out on the chest, or use your foot, the chest is good for this one, is when we change the timing of one of those notes, so you can feel it with your body, all right, because it's a very subtle change, all right. So what we're aiming for is to do this. Okay, so you're starting with the 2, draw 2 on the up, and then the 3, and then the 4 on the upbeat, right? So 2, 3, 4. But really, you know, try and get into that timing of the 3 in your hand, yeah? you know, with your foot, really try and embody it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bend that draw 3 a little bit so it sounds a bit more bluesy, right? So we're going to put that half step bend in there so it sounds like this. Timing's exactly the same. And treat it like you're almost, you know, hitting yourself, right? Your hand just goes straight on and bounces straight off. Yeah? Right? Now, let's play that phrase twice, okay, rather than just doing it on a loop. All right? So this is going to be like a 1-bar phrase. So we're going to play draw 2, draw 3, half step bend, blow 4 twice, and then there's going to be a gap which will be 2 beats, okay? And then the phrase is 2 beats. So it'll be the phrase, gap, phrase, gap, phrase. Okay, so it sounds like this. Right? Now, what we're going to do now, this is the point where let's change the timing on one of those notes, okay? And let's see what happens. On the second time you go through, you're going to hold the draw 3 for a fraction longer, okay? It's almost imperceptible. The best way to think about it is instead of your hand like hitting yourself, as it goes onto your chest, you leave it there. You almost think of it as a squeeze or a push. So the note, you hold it for a little bit longer, okay? And the timing is the same, right? The 2 is on the up, you hit the 3, you're still doing it on the beat, okay? First time through, you do it as normal. The second time, you hold it for a fraction of a second. So as I said, think about it like squeezing or just holding your hand for just a very subtle amount of time, okay? And you just do that twice and you keep the gap. So what I'm going to do to demonstrate it, I'm going to play it through the normal way and then I'm going to hold that draw 3 half step bend for that fraction longer and see what happens, okay? So here we go. Magic. It completely changes the character of it. So you're going from subtle change, massive difference. I find that just amazing, the effect it has. Now, think of what you can do if you translate that idea into your phrasing and your playing. You're just changing the timing of one note. In this case, we are just holding a note for a little bit longer. Think about the gaps between notes and shifting them. It's not necessarily holding a note for longer, which is what we're doing here. You can leave longer gaps, subtle gaps, and it just completely changes the phrasing. Sounds obvious, but a lot of harmonica players, especially intermediate players, their playing is very linear, okay? Very linear, and not thinking about, you know, changing the gaps and the emphasis on notes to add more interest, color, variation, and so on. So I hope that this is a very simple but powerful way of demonstrating. You just change very, very subtly the timing of one note, the massive effect that it has. So let's just build on that again. Let's play the first phrase, okay, so that you're not holding the timing of that third note, you're just playing it on the beat, you're just hitting it, okay? You play that 4 times, and on the 5th time, you do the hold, right? And then you leave a 2-beat gap, and then you hit it again. All right, so it would sound like this. And then you can start alternating between the two, right? Okay, it's completely different, same notes from going. Massive difference, just a subtle pause. I probably overemphasize it now, but I just think it's such a great and simple way of showing the effects that you can have within your playing. So, to summarize, I'll be talking about this and other things on November the 3rd, 2018 at the Global Blues Harmonica Summit with Ronnie Shellist and Adam Gussow. You can sign up at harmonica123.com, which is Ronnie's site, and it kicks off at 9 AM Pacific time. There's more details on Ronnie Shellist's site, and I hope you can join us. And do look out for my online series, which is going to be on timing, which is going to be coming out on Vimeo later this year. Meantime, once again, thank you so much for your interest. Thank you for watching, subscribing. Thank you to everyone for all your comments and so on. And hopefully I will be posting some more lessons soon. Yeah, thank you very much.